Now may I introduce to you Bob Wheeler, President of Airstream. Welcome, Bob.
Thank you, Alan. I'm truly flattered and honored that you all took time out tonight to join us for the launch of the Airstream product into the Australian market. It's a momentous occasion for us, a real milestone in the history of the company. As Alan mentioned, Airstream has a long and rich history, starting from 1931, where a young entrepreneur and visionary named Wally Byam built the first travel trailer in his backyard because his wife loved to camp, but she hated to sleep on the ground, which is a common theme. So he built this small trailer, and his neighbors liked it so much that they ordered trailers from him, and he started a small company to build trailers that glided down the road like a stream of air. And Airstream was born, and with it a dream of future generations and enjoying the outdoor adventure. World War II put a bit of a dent in his plans since aluminum wasn't available, and that's a pretty important ingredient of our formula here. But restarted the company in the late 40s and into the 50s. The 50s was really the heyday. That's when the company hit its stride. In this post-war era of optimism and see America and visit the Grand Canyon and the Yosemite and the great national parks, that's when Airstream really hit its heyday. And the Wally Byam Club was founded, the Wally Byam Caravan Club International, WBCCI. Founded then and still the longest running caravan organization in America. It was also the time when Wally Byam stopped running the company day to day and started leading these fantastic excursions, expeditions. He called them caravans, and by that he meant a long stream of Airstream trailers traveling together. And most famously in 1959 from Cape Town to Cairo, a 3-month, 13,000-mile odyssey that served to cement Airstream in the minds of Americans and people all over the world as the ultimate tool for adventure travel. And it's that kind of history that's allowed the brand to survive and thrive over all these years. The death of Neil Armstrong here recently reminded me that he and his fellow lunar astronauts were quarantined in an Airstream when they returned from the moon for fear that they'd return with some lunar pathogen that would wipe out all of mankind. But one thing that's never changed is the focus and the commitment to quality. Airstreams are hand-built in much the same way Wally Byam built those early trailers. Hand-riveted, several thousand rivets every trailer. Every rivet takes 2 people. It's old school. It's an anachronism, but it's the only way to build the product to the quality level that we know our customers expect. As I've talked with many of you tonight, one of the questions I've gotten is, why now? What's so special about this moment in Airstream's history that they decide to enter this market? And I could talk about international business strategy, and I could talk about finding the right partner, which is extremely important. And Alan and his crew represent a great combination of experience in homologization and standards compliance, and also industry experience and passion for the brand. But in the end, what really drives us forward and drives us in this quest to seek out new markets is captured nicely in the Wally Byam Creed, and I'd like to read a few words of it here for you. In the heart of these words is an entire life's dream. To those of you who find in the promise of these words your promise, I bequeath this creed, my dream belongs to you. And he goes on to say, to keep alive and make real an enduring promise of high adventure in faraway lands, of rediscovering old places and new interests, to open a world of new experiences, a new dimension of enjoyment where travel, adventure, and good fellowship are your constant companions. To lead caravans wherever the 4 winds blow, over twinkling boulevards, across trackless deserts, to the traveled and untraveled corners of the earth. To play some part in promoting international goodwill and understanding among the peoples of the world through person-to-person contact. To strive endlessly to stir the venturesome spirit that moves you to follow a rainbow to its end, and thus make your travel dreams come true. And finally, and we've gotten this engraved on a plaque that I'd like to present to Alan, to place the great wide world at your doorstep for you who yearn to travel with all the comforts of home. And we'd like to present this on the occasion of our first official Airstream dealership in Australia to Alan and Airstream Australia. Thank you.
Thank you very much.